Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with Rangers. Having won the league last time out, we've got Hearts at Tynecastle and Dundee United at Tannadice to end the league season today. Of course, we still have the Scottish Cup final against Celtic at Hampden coming up in the next episode, but for now, we get to play some experimental sides against these two teams. So, we're going to go with Robbie McCrory in goals. We'll give Gamboa a game at right back, since this is probably his, this definitely is actually his last run out since he'll be leaving the club in the summer. Andy Gilmore will be one of the centre backs. He'll be alongside Murray Wallace. At left back, Dimitri Mitchell coming back into the team. In the middle of the park here, we're going to go with John McGinn, and we're also going to feature, we'll go Andre Horta, I suppose, to them in the middle. On the right hand side, we're going to go with Daniel Podence. On the left hand side, we're going to go, in the middle, we're going to go with Tim Gallagher. On the left hand side now, we're going to go Shea Ojo. He doesn't feature for quite a while now, so he does need to come back in. He's still got a long term future here, of course. Up front, we'll go with Odsonne Edouard. Not a fit side today, so we well could get clobbered here, but it's just to get these boys some time. Houston, let's see, Borthwick Jackson, who else? In the middle of the park, Cataldi, O'Halloran, Lettieri and Chiacheri can both be on the bench. So there we go. McCrory, Gamboa, Gilmore, Wallace, Mitchell, McGinn, Horta, Podence, Gallagher, Ojo and Odsonne Edouard. That's the team. 11 victories over Hearts, 3 draws and 3 victories for the Hearts. We've won all of our last 5 games apparently. Flying on form, of course. Here we go. Just going to assertively tell them we expect to be winning the match. I don't want them going out here thinking it doesn't really matter that much. We still want to be in good form getting to the cup final. So I expect these rotational boys to show some spirit and fight here. This ball goes forward from Cochrane to Vaughan. And Mitchell does very well. Certain himself in the first piece of action. Mitchell now with the free kick to Andre Horta. Holds it. Pings it from McGinn. It's a bit of a weird pass, but McGinn picks it up. Podence, go on, run him. Podence decides to take on a man, whips it in near post, it's away by McCart, and Grzelak will easily pick it up and launch. Lafferty taking it down now. Come on, get it back off him. There you go, Podence track back, Gamboa forward. A terrible pass, Gamboa. Doom, Grzelak over the top. Chong now to square. Men over in the middle. Easy for Chong. Goes deep to Vaughan. And then Robbie McCrory, honestly don't know how to describe that. I guess he just slaps it down to Lafferty. It's a super weak header. New keepers definitely on the cards in summer. Well, this has been a shocking performance so far. 60% Hearts possession almost. 3 shots to 0 in Hearts' favour coming up in the half-hour mark. The boys who are playing today have not done anything to make me think that any of them deserve a spot. And Grzelak with the throw-in now up to Chong. Takes a touch. Back the way. Doom goes long towards Lafferty. Gilmore should deal with that. Go on, young man, across to Wallace. Now goes back to McCrory. I was half expecting that to roll bloody past McCrory there. McCrory does hit it long, but it's easy for Cochrane to head it to Vaughan. Flicks it to Coney. Acres of space for Walker out in that right hand side for Hearts. 40 minutes gone. Lafferty has a second. 2-0 to Hearts. And rigging the changes clearly hasn't done us any favours today. We're disappointed, of course, but I suppose it doesn't matter that much. There's no use getting upset about it. We wanted to rotate the team. Give some boys a chance. If they don't want to take those chances, then that just makes my mind up about their future in the team, I suppose. Probably most upset about Podence, McGinn and Horta not really doing the business. Odsonne Edouard's off for Alberto. I'm going to bring on O'Halloran for Podence as well. I know these boys aren't match fit, but still, together as a team, they should be good enough. Going O'Halloran. No. Grzelak manages to stop him just as easily as he did Podence. Don't get sent off, Ojo. Oof. Doom's going to get sent off. Right, here we go now. Come on. Push forward. Hearts down to 10 men. If they can't do anything to Hearts with 10 men, then none of them deserve a place in the team. Cochrane now for Hearts. Pinch it and hit them. Come on. Giving it away to Andre Horta. Somehow manages to keep that in play. Ojo, Gallagher. Nice ball. McGinn. He's got O'Halloran and Gamboa outright. Right, you lose it to Chong. Gamboa to O'Halloran. Akers to whip this in. Akers gets it across. Alberto, touch. Squares it. Ojo. And eventually we've managed to sneak it in. Shea Ojo, assisted by Alberto Chiacheri, who personally I think should have just stuck it away himself, but I'm not going to complain. It ended up in the net. And now we have just over half an hour to get level here. Come on, don't just fold. You've got a goal back. You cannot possibly tell me, after getting a goal back, that we're not going to press on. Gallagher can come off, I suppose. Cataldi can go back there with McGinn, with Andre Horta just in behind. We're going to go overload now. 20 minutes left. There's actually a piece of action by the looks of it. Coney for Hearts here. And Walker slips in. Suter. McCrory stands up well. Good man, McCrory. Redeems himself to some degree there. But the rest of the team certainly haven't done so. 10 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go, and we're going to have to throw somebody up. We'll throw Murray Wallace up and just go long. I don't know how we've not managed to do it up against 10 men, particularly when they grabbed the goal. We grabbed the goal so quickly after they went down to 10. We should have pressed on from there. Lafferty floating it in, get it away and counter them. It's going to fall for Vaughan, flicks it on, McCrory picks it up, right, go long. Quickly now. Right, McCrory goes long. Wallace flicks it on, but it's easy for Grzelak to pick it up. He'll go back the way to the goalkeeper, chase him down. Go on. Oh, I thought Ojo might have been onto that there. It's forward from a cart, picked up though by O'Halloran, plays in Alberto Chiacheri. Come on, be a hero, son, square this. This time he shoots, but he scores. Thank God for that. Right, now what we're going to do, now that we're level, we'll drop Murray Wallace back. We'll still go all out here trying to get them. We're not going to pump it into the box. There's no point in that. More direct passing. But nice finish by the Argentine. He looks like a player who's going to be quality for years to come. Whipped in. Come on, nick it. Aguipong chasing it for Hearts. Go on, pinch it. Cochrane. Walker fires it forward. Wallace heads it to Cataldi. Horta now, come on. Complete the comeback. Out wide, Coney nicks it now. Vaughan picks it up. Forward for Ismael Goncalves. Holds off Gilmore. Don't you dare let them counter us here. Goncalves all the way back to Hamilton, who's being chased down. Kicks it hurriedly. It will go to Ojo. Takes it down. Cataldi now. Wallace over the top, Chiacheri down to Horta. Lovely play by the Argentine again. McGinn plays it in. And O'Halloran doesn't get it. Gets it the second time. 3-2 Rangers. What a comeback that is. They're down to 10 men, fair enough, but what a comeback. Two late goals as well to turn that around. We'll just tell them to tighten up now in the last couple of minutes. You never know. With 10 seconds left to go, Robbie McCrory taking the goal kick. 3-2 to the good. And Alberto Chiacheri wins the header again. He needs to start games. He's so good, man. What a signing he's ended up being. Picks it up, gets to the byline, whips it. Ojo's arriving, and it ends up being 4. It's 3 late goals. Lovely play from Alberto again. Shea Ojo has 2 goals today now. And they look good. Ojo and Alberto, the two that are really endearing themselves. Right, let's just blow the whistle, ref. Let's move on to Tannadice, please. Coney finds Walker. Cochrane. Walker. Come on, whistle time. Come on. Game's over. Vaughan to Walker. This would be brutally difficult to take if you were the Hearts gaffer. Forward, Goncalves. Coney. Possible consolation goal here for Hearts if they work it well. Aguipong's header, though, really poor. Goal kick. And we've played an extra minute of added time that wasn't scheduled. The whistle must come any second. There it goes. And it's 4-2. Can't argue with that. Passionately, superb effort. And what we're going to have to do now is replace a couple of players who did need to do the business there and bring in particularly Chiacheri, who did very well. He's only 182 centimetres and only has 11 jumping, and he seemingly won every header there. Edward is out for Chiacheri. Edward loses his bench spot to Morelos as well. Yeah, I think that's good enough. On to the Dundee United fixture now. Last fixture of the league season. We can end on 96 points, which I think is some return. We've got 106 goals. It's been a great season for us domestically. Hopefully we can get a more favourable European draw next season. We don't have to play... Who do we have? Dortmund, Real Madrid, Milan or something ridiculous? I think... Was that it? I think that was it. Just want to check the schedule actually to make sure that I'm right. I think I'm right in saying it was Dortmund, AC Milan and Real Madrid. A brutal, brutal Champions League draw it was either way. I want to look at this Kraus, the under-19 Player of the Year in Germany. They always tend to show an absolute wonder kid early on, those Unders awards from Germany. The schedule, Real Madrid, Milan and Dortmund, yeah, I was right. Let's try it. Bundesliga. Awards. Let's look at this. Not Player of the Week. Under 19. Maybe they're not. I don't know how you find those awards actually. Although Kowalski here on loan from Dortmund. Maybe a good player. Let's try. There we go. There it is. German under 19s Player of the Year. Tom Kraus. Leipzig on loan at Heidenheim. Who else do we have? Eibel on Bayern on loan to Braunschweig. And Ubella from Cologne on loan at that team. Ergeberger Au or something like that their name is. Munir Merkan on loan from Schalke. It's just a good idea to scout these guys. He's the same guy as is he. Actually, that's because we didn't go down. Oli Pollman on loan from Wolfsburg. Who else? Oscar Schoenfelder on loan from Mainz. See, before that it was Kai Havertz, who is a ridiculous player. I mean, look, worth £70 million at Bayer Leverkusen. So we can definitely uncover a future star by scouting those awards. German youth development is obviously ridiculously advanced. So if we can pick up one of those guys, it'd be great. But that's something for the summer, of course. Our attention turns just now up to Dundee, to Tannadice. How's Mabudi getting on? He looks okay, but the thing is, I don't think he's going to be able to compete with Letiri and Alberto. Right, here we go. Do we have any scouts? Ithami postpones retirement till Sunday. That's weird. Why? Just retire already, son. What's his staff attributes? Pretty crap. Yeah, not exactly great. Right, so I wonder if any of those scout reports are in on the young German guys. I doubt it, but you never know. Days old, yeah, there you go. Nah, clearly not that great. 50 odds for all of them. Yeah. Right, let's turn our attention to Tannadice now. Team's already picked. McCrory, Gamboa, Gilmore, Wallace, Mitchell, McGinn, Horta, Podence, Gallagher, Ojo and Alberto Chiacheri. Basic 4-4-2 from Dundee United. We're favourites for a reason. Go out there and make sure they're left in no doubt as to why. And let's finish the season on a high. Let's push forward as our instruction. Get a nice victory here before we go into that Scottish Cup against Celtic. Looking to win, of course, our 4th Scottish Cup in a row. It would be the 2nd time we beat Celtic in the final for it. That'll, of course, be next episode. But we just want a good performance here from some rotational boys. Podence's cross leaves a lot to be desired, though. Not a bad side, of course, Dundee United. Obviously top 6 since we're playing post-split here. Max Woods is a regen. Is he any good? He actually does look pretty decent. Let's get a fresh scout report on him. Danny Rogers takes it long for Dundee United. Headed away by Wallace. Gallagher should pick that up and does. Could maybe I went long to Alberto quickly, but goes to Podence, who finds McGinn well. Forward to Alberto. Well done, Woods, though. Back to Rogers, who can lump it. As far as Mitchell, moves it quickly to Shea Ojo. Can he find Alberto? Ojo hits the byline. Whips a dangerous ball in there, but it's easy for Danny Rogers. Nobody attacked the front post. And Dundee United keeper will have his third attempt at going long during this highlight. And this time it's picked up by Andre Horta. Shea Ojo now. Tim Gallagher. The young man moves it quickly for Alberto. Excuse me. Ojo, Horta, McGinn, Gallagher. Podence, finish it. Easy save. So a good start, but still nothing each. Free kick, Mitchell. Into the wall. McGinn collecting, can he whip it? McGinn gets it to Ojo, should be able to square this for a tap in. Squares it for a tap in. Podence, well finished, son. And it's his first Rangers goal, Daniel Podence. How many times did he have a chance? How many shots and starts did he get in the game? Didn't manage to score. He's off the mark now. Last game of the season. Hopefully that sets him up to come back next year and play a big part, as we thought he was going to do when we signed him. Colclough now, Dundee United. Get rid of this. It's in for Keatings. Oof. It's an absolute sitter from James Keatings. Dundee United should be level here. Celtic are 2 up against Aberdeen, obviously having a good performance ahead of the cup final. Podence to McGinn, McGinn blocked, Podence blocked, McGinn, Horta, Wallace, can we get it through? Pokes it in, Alberto Chiacheri, and it's a terrible effort. Miles over the bar, and he's not had as good a game today, Chiacheri. Getting a start, Horta away, only as far as McGinn, hit it, McGinn bends one, well saved by Danny Rogers. And that's not even going to be the extent of the highlight. Rogers going long. Oh, that looks a good ball actually. Ronan flicks it on for Keatings, but Wallace does well. Back to McCrory. He goes long. Colclough wins the header, but Mitchell picks it up. Right, go on Horta. Ping a ball forward. Gallagher, McGinn, and Horta. Nice little triangle they got going there. Out to Shea Ojo. And outside and inside, Horta now pings it forward. Alberto can't quite get there. Woods away. Podence keeps it alive. McGinn back to Podence. Go on, son. Run him. Drive it low. Podence down under the challenger Bruno Perrone, and Alberto will get a chance to score today from the spot. Go on, young man. It's a bit of a poor day, but this can kickstart it with a little free goal. Alberto Chiacheri right at Danny Rogers. Rebound takes too long. Forrester away. Yep, this is the kind of performance that lends itself to missing a penalty. He's been poor today. Potter throws it in. Ronan heads it to Colclough. Across to Morgan to finish. Well nicked Gamboa over the top. Go on. Redeem your penalty miss. Lovely first touch and second. Sets himself. Third touch. Rogers saves again. Well, Danny Rogers is having a hell of a game. I don't know how he has a 6.8. How does he have a 6.8 and Robbie McCrory has a 6.9? Ludicrous the ratings on goalkeepers in this game. I'm just going to say things are going well, but we're capable of better. I'm going to introduce Michael O'Halloran for Podence, who's had a good game, and I'm going to put Morelos. No, in fact, I'm going to put Lettieri on for Alberto, who's not had a great game. Lettieri has had to suffer being put out on the left-hand side when he'd rather play down the middle. So I'm going to use him down the middle today and see what he can do. We've got a bit of an embarrassment of Richie's up front, possibly considering selling Big Oddson Edward, as Norbert Ballo completes his hat-trick for Celtic. We're 4 up against Aberdeen now. Sending out a bit of a warning ahead of that game at Hampden. Murray Wallace looks absolutely gubbed it there, so we're going to have to... We'll bring on Borthwick Jackson, who can actually play at centre-back. We want Wallace well rested for the cup game. Here's Woods now. We better just win this game at least. Colclough forward to Ronan. Borthwick Jackson wins it over the top. Letidi racing through, never going to get it. Rogers calmly to Robson as well. Now Breels. Forrester. Nicked by McGinn. Forward to Letiri. Gets it. Pings it out wide. Headed on by McGinn to O'Halloran. Can he angle it in for Letiri? It's blocked as he tries. Breaks to Keatings. I'm a bit worried about the break now. Oh, O'Halloran pinching it back. Gilmore way up the park there. Horta over the top. What a pass to O'Halloran. Square it. First time Letiri bury it. Nope. It's too long. Ojo back in. Tim Gallagher rises. Heads just wide. Unlucky, young man. Unlucky. I think I'm going to praise them as my final shout of the day. Just let them know that they're doing well-ish. Andy Gilmore in the book, that's fine. Hey, Kenny McLean scores. Aberdeen have a goal. 5-1, they're losing at Celtic Park now. Oh, and Andre Horta's getting sent off. Coming together off the ball. Not good. He better not be banned for the cup. That better only apply to the league. Gallagher can't play back there, but we're going to have to shoehorn him in. Bruno Peroni, Forrester, Mitchell away. Ojo picks it up. Forward for Letiri. I think we're probably just killing time now. Yeah, Bruno Peroni back to McGee. Knocks it long. 5 seconds remaining. Keatings going for this over the top. Should be Gilmore's ball. Keatings is in. Shoots! Jesus Christ. It ends up wide. But Gilmore should have marshalled that situation better. Final whistle now, hopefully. As McCrory tees up this goal kick. Hits it long and it is over. It is 1-0 to Rangers at Tannadice. Won both games with rotated sides. Can I argue that? Well done, lads. And that's it for our away day here. And that is it for another league season. We actually ended up a goal behind Celtic in goal difference. But we are 12 points clear of Celtic in the league table. Last season we got 86 points. This season we got 96 points. Massive improvement from last season. And I think we may well have broken that barrier. I think now we may be champions every year relatively comfortably. Now that we're away up at 96 points. Look at Celtic seasons. They got 88 in season 1, so we would have beaten that tally. 92 in season 2, we beat that tally. Season 3, obviously we get 86. Now we had 96 points. Goals for 107. We got 97 last time. Celtic got 72, 88 in their winning seasons. 27 conceded, 21. We conceded 42. We've conceded 55 this year. Conceded a ton of goals, but we've scored a barrel load more. Look at the overview. Morelos, the top scorer with 28. Morelos and Jordan Houston, the top 2 in the average rating. Houston, the assist leader with 16, way above Rogic's 12. And there's no much else you can say. Morelos joint top there, man of the match awards as well. So a great season for us in terms of the league. Bednarchik playing his last game for Falkirk there as they go down against Hearts, possibly to come back in next season, have a go at starting in the team, see how he does. And we got just over 3.5 million for winning the league. Andre Horta has been banned for all Scottish League competitions, so will not be suspended for the cup game then, I suspect. No, he will not. How's he done? He started 17 games since joining, scored 4 goals, 4 assists, and has a 7.43 average. Magnificent performer since he's joined us. He will not last long here, I don't think. I think he'll be off soon. In terms of the squad, who's worth what? 12.5. Henderson is actually worth the most. 11.5 then for Houston. 11.25 for Cataldi. Morelos 10.75. 10.5 for Wallace. Letiri 9. Then it starts to go down a little bit. So we'll see if any of our players are wanted, obviously, come the summer. But that is going to be it for this episode, of course. Between now and the summer transfer window, we have one more game against Celtic. Celtic, the only blemish on our record, going all the way back to February there, of course, the draw with Hearts, but that gave us a replay, but that we won anyway. So a big game in the cup final against them. Who knows what will happen? We beat them before in the cup final when we were a much worse team than we are now, but who knows? They do tend to score barrel loads of goals against us, so you never know. But hope you guys have enjoyed this one, the last 2 league games of the season. If you have done, please drop down below and leave a like on the video. It'd be much appreciated. Of course, to follow the series, you can subscribe to the channel, which I'd greatly appreciate. But as I always say, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time when we're at Hampden.